The Siege of Leningrad was one of the most devastating and brutal events of World War II. This nearly 900-day blockade of the city by German and Finnish forces resulted in the deaths of an estimated 1 million people, most of whom died from starvation. Around 2 months after Adolf Hitler's surprise invasion of the Soviet Union, known as Operation Barbarossa, the most infamous siege of World War II began. On June 22, 1941, around 3 million German soldiers crossed the Soviet frontier in defiance of a non-aggression pact signed 2 years earlier. The Wehrmacht's army group north swiftly advanced through Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia towards Leningrad, a city situated on the Neva River near the Baltic Sea and home to over 3 million people. Leningrad was a crucial target for Hitler as it was the base of Russia's Baltic Fleet and had over 600 factories, making it second only to Moscow in terms of industrial output. Meanwhile, the center and southern elements of the German invasion attacked Moscow and Ukraine, respectively. The siege began in 1941, when the German army surrounded the city of Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg, and cut off all supply routes. The people of Leningrad were left with no access to food, fuel, or medical supplies. The harsh winter only made the situation worse, as people were forced to live in freezing temperatures without proper clothing or heating. The blockade was meant to starve the city into submission, but the people of Leningrad refused to give up. They endured incredible hardship and suffering, with many resorting to eating whatever they could find, including rats, dogs, and even leather belts. People were forced to stand in long lines for hours in the hopes of receiving a small ration of bread or soup. The situation grew even more dire as the winter continued, with people dying in the streets from starvation and cold. Bodies piled up, and there was no way to dispose of them all. Many people resorted to cannibalism in order to survive. Despite the incredible suffering, the people of Leningrad never gave up hope. They formed community organizations, worked to support one another, and even continued to hold cultural events such as concerts and theater performances. The siege finally ended in January 1944, when the Soviet army was finally able to break through the German lines and relieve the city. However, the damage had already been done. The death toll was staggering, with an estimated 1 million people dead as a result of the blockade. The city was left in ruins, with many buildings destroyed or severely damaged. Today, the Siege of Leningrad is remembered as a testament to the resilience and courage of the people of Leningrad. It is also a stark reminder of the devastating impact of war on civilian populations. The story of the siege is a powerful and moving one, and serves as a reminder of the importance of peace and understanding in our world today.